Three little words, but the conviction is missing. Oh, it's so easy to speak, but so much harder to listen. We're at the end of the road, but I felt haggard and old long ago. And so I'll pour out my heart, but you know my heart isn't in it. Well, it was there.
Go.
All right, Sophie King Cool here with the girls from Courage My Love. How you guys doing today?
Great, how are you?
Very good, very good. How's the Warped Tour been going for you so far?
It's awesome. It's like my favorite tour that we've done so far, and it's just like a dream come true for our band to play it, so we're super happy to be here.
Very cool, very cool. It's got to be a great experience, you know what I mean? There's so many great bands that are out there, and it's such a diversity that when these kids may not be familiar with you right now, but as soon as you're out there, you know what I mean, you just picked up that many more fans.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I loved about it so far, is that we get to meet fans, especially we're Canadian, so we get to go to these places that we've never gone to before, and we get to meet fans we didn't even know we had, and then we also get to meet fans that we've seen a million times come out to other shows, so it's just really cool getting to meet them and just like having that opportunity to talk to them.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Which is always a great thing though, you know what I mean? If you get a chance to go ahead and meet the band that you just watched, you know, it's an experience that you're always going to remember. So it's just like, you know, not only was it a great show, but I went to their merch table, I bought their CD, they signed it, they took a picture, like, you know what I mean? Go check them out if you don't know them yet.
Totally.
You know
And a
what I mean?
lot of fans don't even realize it's just as rewarding for us as it is for them, because it's like we actually get to meet them and it gets us inspired, and it's a good motivator on the road, especially when they're talking about how much they love this CD or this song or whatever. It just reminds us why we're doing it, for sure.
But it's not like you guys are some newcomers that no one ever heard of, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you guys are signed to Warner, so that's, you know what I mean? Every somebody knows you one way or another, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's weird because, like, I feel like we are newcomers just because, I don't know, we've never done
We're
this
new.
before.
We're the new kids on the block on this tour.
Yeah,
because we've never done
easily.
a full tour before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it also has been a huge confidence booster for me, because us being Canadian, we'd never played in California before this tour or anything like that.
Right,
so
right.
it was just cool to see. It's like, oh wow, we actually do have fans out here. And
Yeah.
because we're from another country or something, they think that we're like so famous. But
We're not.
So
Yeah.
they're like, you know, the farther you come, the more appreciative they are of where you come from. So
What part of Canada are you guys from? You know?
Ontario, Toronto area.
Oh, so you're a Toronto. So you know what?
Yeah.
Being a Canadian band is somewhat harder there too. You know what I mean? Right here, we're a border city. You're Buffalo, basically.
Yeah,
you know
we're
what I
actually
mean?
pretty close. It's
So you're still huge here, regard like you know what I mean? Like Tragically Hip, super huge. I used to live in Vegas. I used to play at a small bar because no
Right.
one knows what's going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like this is giving you a chance to get exposure to places where
for
you're
sure.
not used to. And
Well,
Yeah.
people say the Canadian scene, like, it's hard to break when you're, like, signed out of Canada, just because Canada is not nearly as big as the States, and, like, you know, it's just kind of a smaller market. But, I mean, I don't know, it's weird, like, it's just cool to, like, go to the States and see the different vibe that they have.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
like, coming to concerts and stuff, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's-
it
it's
is totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
now you guys just had a CD come out last year, right?
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
And that is.
Becoming. That's our EP that we put out. And actually, it's like the anniversary just happened at the beginning of this tour, which is pretty cool.
Very nice.
But yeah, it was super awesome to make, and we've been touring with it since we released it, and it's really close to all of us. Like the three of us all have a lot of personality, I think you can hear on the EP, because we all really contributed in some way, shape, or form. Like Phoenix and I wrote the lyrics and music and everything, and then Lockwood, our bass player, he just joined when we were recording and writing for that EP, so it was just cool for him to get to put he recorded the bass on it, and he got to put his flair and style on it too.
Right, right.
So I feel like that CD we were going through a lot of changes when we were writing it, you know, like our member change was probably the biggest one, and then we'd just gotten signed, and we'd gone on these tours that we'd never gone to before, and things were just like speeding up and getting bigger and better, and then there's always this pressure to top the previous release that you have every time you have a new release coming
Yeah,
up.
definitely.
So, you know, it was just a lot of change was happening. And then there's a huge difference from writing a CD when you're 17 to writing one when you're 19. I don't know. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's only a few years, but so much change happened.
Yeah, well,
in
it's
those years.
exactly. It was,
Yeah.
you know, you learned so much more throughout that time.
Exactly.
You know what
So I think you can really hear the growth and the maturity And even now, we're writing for a new CD and everything.
It's like so different too.
and it's so different, but
Well, not only girls growing up, you're growing up on the road. Like, you know what I mean?
exactly.
So, like, you know, it ain't like the average kid that's sitting at home and just got done, graduated from high school. I'm gonna go try
Yeah.
McDonald's out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys are at the Warped Tour right now. You know what I
think
mean? You guys are doing big
that's
things.
that's a good that's a good point. And I also feel like the more stuff that happens to you in your life, whether it's good or bad,
Mhm.
it's all ammunition for writing songs. So I actually really appreciate when I have a big change in my life happen, because it makes for a way better album than if like everything kind of stayed the same and you're just writing and you really know
Right,
what to
right.
write about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though: as being as English you guys are, Facebook, Twitter, all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Is that hard for you guys? Because when you're that age, you guys are just want, you know what I mean? Like, this dude was such a dick today. You know what I mean? It's got to be a different level where you guys can't do your own personal, like, what you would want to say that day because you got someone in the background saying, like, you know, pump us
Gotta be
up,
professional.
be nice, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just because you had a bad day doesn't mean like you get to go ahead and vent
right,
about it like
right.
every other kid in America gets to, or Canada.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Generally, yeah, like I try not to subtweet or whatever, like do all the personal stuff, just because like then I'll get like
Fans look at it.
yeah, like a bunch of replies saying, oh, what happened, blah blah blah, what's this, and it's like, I don't know, it's not really fun to go on like a tirade.
Yeah,
you
because
know, like,
in the moment, it might feel good to vent about it, but then when a million people reply to you
Yeah,
about it, then
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, okay, I was
It's kinda
angry like
embarrassed.
2 days ago. I'm not angry anymore. I feel kind of embarrassed that But I also feel like it's good not to put too much negativity out anyway, especially since like people look up to
People,
you.
exactly.
Yeah.
You guys are, you know, they're wanting to see what's going on. They're looking
Yeah.
to you to see how
Yeah, for sure.
you know, how kids should act, like what they're doing. You know what I mean?
But on the other hand, it's sort of like that's the reason why they follow you. I think is because they do want the more personal side.
You have to be
You don't
somewhat,
wanna-
but you got to keep
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? You can't. It's a double-edged sword for you. guys,
Yeah, it's
basically,
like a
you know?
fine line between being too personal or, you know, and revealing too much information. But I feel like, I don't know, I don't also want to just be like an ad for everything that we're doing here.
Yeah.
So it's like a fine line.
Right.
Yeah.
But with that being said, people do want to follow you. They want to know more. I understand. But
Yeah.
once this is done, you guys are going to take some time and get ready for another release that's coming out next year.
That's right, yeah.
Where am I going to go? What am I going to look at?
yeah, we're just, I don't know, right now we're literally in the writing process and we're trying to record it probably when we get back from Warped Tour. We'll at least like have some demos down or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, we're just writing it right now and we're hoping it'll come out next year.
No, but what I'm saying is the fans themselves, they want to follow you. They
Oh,
want
where-
to know
where should
more.
they
Like,
go to
yeah,
find it?
exactly. Yep.
Well, I mean, you can't hurt to go to our website because that's where everything is,
Okay.
basically. So if you go to ilovecouragemylove.com, you can find everything there, all the info you want to know. And then we have Twitter, just find Courage My Love, or Facebook, Instagram, or even, I don't know, Tumblr.
We never
Tumblr,
really
we
use
don't
Tumblr.
update as much, but we do a little bit. So
Yeah.
you can find us pretty much everywhere. Or
Right.
YouTube even. That's
Very
probably the
cool.
best place. Yeah.
All right, girls, I appreciate your time, and
Thank
I
you.
look forward to the next release, and I know I'm going to see more from you because I've checked out what you have so far, and it is amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Wait, there was one more thing. It was
Keep abreast.
Oh, the Keep
Oh,
Abreast
yeah.
EP.
Right.
Yeah, that. I mean, it's kind of a cool story. We just released it for Warped Tour specifically.
okay.
And we partnered up with the Keep Abreast Foundation, which is really cool. So the EP is called Spirit Animal. It's got lots of B-sides on it, so it's all unreleased songs. And we're selling it for $5, and we give away $2 of every sale to
Oh, wow.
the Keep Abreast Foundation. So we're helping them raise money, and it's like, I don't know, we're all really passionate about it because we all know people who have suffered in some way from breast cancer.
Mm.
And I'd heard about the Keep Abreast Foundation a long time ago, and I just always wanted to work with them. So
Very nice.
I feel proud of it because we just released it specifically for that reason, which is really cool.
It's nice. It's nice to be able to do something that you guys care about and have the ability to go ahead and do it. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
No,
yeah.
for sure.
And it makes us feel good about being in music because that's a way that we can help. That not many people would think like, oh, you're in a band, like, what can you do for social issues or, you know, political issues or anything? But the truth is, like I was saying earlier, we have a lot of influence over our fans, people who look up to us. So any way that we can spread a message that we agree with or a cause that we really like, it's like we find a way to do it,
Yeah.
we do it. For sure.
You know what's got to be a good feeling though too is have people actually care. Like you know what I mean? For you guys
yeah.
to be able to go ahead and say, you know what, I want my fans to like this. For
Yeah.
people to come up to you and be like, thank you so much for doing this. I was
Yeah.
affected. You know.
For sure. Like so many people have come up and just said like my mom has breast cancer, or like my aunt is a survivor, all that sort of stuff, and it's just like it makes me feel really good because in some way we have a special bond with them that we might not have with the average fan. Which
Right,
is really
right.
cool.
And it's just crazy hearing these stories too. You feel, I don't know, it makes you feel kind of humbled in a way, just because you know that you're
Part
affecting
of
someone's
something.
life and you're part of, you
Part of
know,
something bigger
Yeah.
than yourself, which is good.
Cool. All right, girls. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thanks so much.